Hey folks, back with another one here, and it's going to be a quick one today because guess what? Made really no trades today other than closing and covering on a short position I had that I've shared with you guys with SGMA. So here is the update. Good news, bad news in this one. So SGMA we have here today. I'm down $2,496. So for me, you know, yeah, on a very bad trade of trading for me, this is kind of where I'd usually sit. And considering I got into this position with SGMA, shorting it, I was in a very bad position before. I want to show you this. This is the yearly chart here. We had this move on Friday, this huge move up, and when I first started trading this on Friday, I initially traded it very quickly to the long side. It was right in here. This was Friday, and made some decent scalp trades on the upside. And then as it started breaking down, I figured, okay, I'm going to go in and short this thing because it looks like it's popped, with no volume. Had a catalyst, and I thought it was just going to break down like a lot of other stocks that we see in the small cap world, where they kind of go for rips to the high side and then just completely collapse. And I guess there was a little too much ego in that possibly. But anyways, started shorting it and started getting into an average size or average price. I think it was about 1020. Okay. And my problem here was that I went in fairly big size on the initial order. And as it started moving up more, I thought, okay, well, I'll just average into the upside because I was thinking it will come down. And we just got this continuation run up that just went on Friday. And I got into a bad position because I kept trying to grab higher prices to try to bring my average up a bit so that when I close out, I'd be in a better position. But it just got completely away from me, and the thing just started ripping and climbing and ripping and climbing, and it was just insane. We had a huge rip here. Needless to say, I was in a very bad position on Friday when we capped out here at about 1865, and I was down about almost 17K just on that position. And I realized I had gotten into a horrible position because if there was some legitimate news on this, which there was, it was like an earnings report that was really good. This thing could have opened up on Monday, and as you see here, it could have gone much further to the high side, and I would have been completely blown out of my my trading career, to be honest, to have to close out, way up in here, or even beyond that. If it would have, surpassed 17, 18, 19 bucks, I would have been done. And so I came this close to literally blowing my, my trading career completely out of the water with one bad trade. And so it was just way too much risk on the table for this move. And like I said, I was completely wrong. I thought it was gonna crumble to the downside at some point, and I was completely wrong. And where I was really wrong is that as it continued to push up, I just thought I would keep holding, and that was my issue there. Instead of just cutting the loss, letting it go, and suffering a manageable loss, I kept holding. And a lot of stress held up into all this. So either way, today, moral of the story here, I just wanted to update you. So today I was just closing out of this most of the position here today, and I lucked out big time in the sense that we have had 3 days of pushing to the downside. Now, not a whole lot, but enough to put me in a much better position. So at the moment, I still have $3,500 in this position. Average price at about $10. And I have realized losses right now of the 24.96. So to go from, a unrealized position of 15 to 17K loss, unrealized at the time, but eventually coming all the way down, to only taking a $2,000 loss at the moment is huge for me. It means, I can stay alive, but it's still a big hit for me. So moral of the story is, don't let your ego get to you. And when you're wrong, and you've got to admit it and cut your losses, whether it's to the long side or short side. It doesn't, short side. It doesn't matter. When things go against you, you've got to own up to them and get rid of them. Otherwise, you're gonna pay the price, which I certainly did, and it could have been way worse. So I think I dodged a bullet here, and as of today, I've just been watching this thing and trying to see if it would break down any further. So I was just selling pretty much all day, or covering my position all morning long, and even in this spot here. You don't know if this thing is gonna, the next day go on another run up. So, like I said, closed out of most of the position right now. So at the moment, I'm only sitting down in my current position on it, still holding, only down $700 on it at the moment. So, that's where I sit on this, and we might get a further push down, but we could get another run up at some point here soon. So I'm glad I closed out of most of the position. And like I said, I dodged a bullet, but I'm not really happy with any of it. So it's just the way it is. But anyways, wanted to be transparent with you guys and show you the, the bad move that I got into, and how things can really go against you when you just don't own up to them and don't take your losses sooner. So that pretty much wraps it up for me today. I don't think this month is going to be very good at all, and I'm going to have to try really hard to recover from it, but I have to be super focused. Really good trades, and it's a big one to try to recover from, but I think it's doable. It's just going to take some time. So I can't rush things, can't force them. I've just got to do my best to trade the market. And as of today, I feel like the last few days I've been watching all the different stocks that have been running up, but there honestly was not a lot to trade in my opinion. I was watching BFRI. There were some opportunities in it, but I didn't trade it. And AVC, AVCT was another one, but once again, just not the kind of moves that I'm necessarily looking for. No sustained run. So sitting on my hands other than closing out that bad position. So let me know how you guys traded today, what you traded, if you're red, if you're green. Let me know how your trading's going. Are you guys suffering in December? Are you doing awesome? Is this your best month yet? I'd love to hear from you. So let me know how it's going. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.